Hey, my dear friend, I know you are here to become the best speakers in the world. How you can? You are here because you would have some type of mistakes, like you know the content, you know the topic, what to say, but can't present it. This is the main problem. And the second type of people who know to speak, has the confidence, but don't know what's the topic or the content is. These all are the major thing, and the thing that without the guy who don't have confidence and a guy who don't know what the topic is, these all matters for speech. It's very important that let's move on into our today's video. First foremost, you must need to understand that speech is a type of skill and you are ready to improve it when you follow my today's video that I'm going to share you 8 or 9 points today, and you must need to follow. If you follow them correctly, you will be able to speak. So let's move on to our first one itself. As we already knew, like a letter or a speech, there is an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So, how to start? It's very important that for a 5 minute speech or a 30-minute speech or a 1 hour, 2 hour speech, when we are differentiating both of the hours and about the time management, let's look over the time. About when I'm taking 30 minutes and 5 minutes speech, when I'm differentiating it, I need only one day itself to prepare for the 30 minute speech, where I could include everything that I wish to speak when the topic is very vast. But about a 5 minute speech, at least I need a 1 week preparation or a 1 month preparation. Oh my god, that much powerful is for a 1 minute speech. Why it is powerful for that much? Because we are going to give for this vast topic only the main points we are going to represent and speak of. So it's very important that competition levels are mainly having only 5 minutes. So how can we make our speech best and the better one? So let's move on. As when we are starting giving the introduction for our speech, you could start your speech using a very good lines or using a question. You can ask a question and start sometimes for a speech which is having giving a role, or asking a question to a society also gives an improvement. Or you could start with some lines. If I'm going to give you a topic of, here you go, the role of youth in nation building, how students can contribute to a stronger digital India. If this is the topic, I'm gonna start with a line. For an example, like, the ignited minds of the youth is the most powerful resource on the earth. This is the lines. Okay. So when I am including that, I would speak like, the ignited minds of the youth is the most powerful resource on the earth. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. A warm good morning to one of the present here, respected jury, dear friends. That's all. So now going to the introduction, you must speak of the topic relevance, what it matters really. And that's all about. But you should think one thing, the introduction should be attractive, which should attract everyone and make them hear the full speech. That type of introduction you must give. So you know the topic, it's very important. Understand this. If you already knew the topic, okay, you already knew the topic, what to speak, then you should really prepare and go. Questions and lines, etc., and a good introduction. Then body, you could introduce. That's a 5 minute speech. You could include at least. You can add so many points, about 50 or most points, but you must need to 25 points all. But you are concluding all them to a body of the speech. Now, understanding the next case, it's also important that this body should not be so much vast. If the 3 minutes should be related to the body, or the 3 minutes, yes, 3 minutes and 1 minute for the conclusion and 1 minute for the introduction and the line for 5 minutes please. So 3 minutes are very essential. It's very important that the body should be very clear, where you must have the clear idea of topic. As I already said, two criteria of two types of people, and I would explain it. And now what about the content with examples is also very simple and very useful. A content that if you're speaking related to this content, and that content got up with so many examples that make people more attractive to this. So what could be the next one? As I think it's very important to have conclusion very simply. As you got up with your speech and you are speaking something else at the conclusion, that I'm gonna end my speech and I'm going to speak, then what was that I wanna say? No, not like that. The clear idea of your speech you presented over there, you should give a clear conclusion to them. This was related to today's our country, let's change, with the moral value too. If that's a moral speech like that, you could give a moral idea. If that's a speech that represents an idea, you could say we could implement this idea, or let's move on together, let's make this reform in our society, change in our society, and so on. Now what about the thing next thing, this much if you want to need to understand about the introduction, like the next one, body, and the conclusion. But what about right now, I am thinking about that we are able to understand three things mainly again. What is your real posture? If you are speaking, don't just go like this way and this way, etc. One of a way you're the best speech, but you are moving again and again. That's not correct way. And the next one would be the voice. A person with like this, hey friends, today I'm gonna speak you on a way, take all the way on. No one will be interested and no one would be interested to hear. But the one who is standing straight direct and they are speaking. A warm good morning, one and all. Today we are going to understand a voice modulation is needed for whatever language you prefer. And now the time management, as I already taught, the time should be correctly scheduled. And now a powerful conclusion. And the thing that I want to speak you again is about, what about a current occasion? If I'm having a current scenario that there is an inauguration and I wanna go participate for this, and they said you wanna speak a speech or or give some little speech for then for the introduction, give the introduction about our program today, and you want to speak about that, and you are able to aware how to speak, what you want to speak. But the thing you can use here, I'm gonna give you a shortcut. It's known as PPIT, which means people, place, issue, and time. And now if it's PPIT refers to this, and how it relevant, what it actually matters, how can we actually speak on it. It's an important thing. So how we must need to prepare PPIT. The people who are sitting over there, as I'm giving you the current one, and you should give an introduction. This people to this. Today I'm here, we are here having an honor with the CM of our CM of Kerala here, and we are very honored to have him today. And now having and speaking about another personality who is over there, and you are introducing the people first. Now about the place you are sitting. I am sitting in the place of Kottarakara, where Kathakali was originated, a land of art and culture, like that. And now we can speak on the next one is issue. Why you are here? What is the purpose of the program? And you spoke about it. And the last one is time. Understand about the time. That's all about PPIT. So this is a common way when it is not public speaking. If you want to, yes, public speaking is something like, so many got up with confusion. What is public speaking actually? A topic that is given on the spot, which is related to the public to issues and topics that you must need within this 5 minutes or within the given time. You must need to speak of the thing which is not already given, but it is not like PPIT. For public speaking, even if the concept of the topic is given, you must need to prepare it for 5 minutes for competition related to the public speaking. And now what is another about the public speaking too? If a concept or a topic is given, you want to understand related to what is the relevance in their public, what it matters relatively. Public speaking matters to public issues or public things, welfare or anything like that. Now the last one you must need to understand in speaking is, we should have confidence. Never be afraid, never be shaken in your speaking. Be confident, nothing more to speak on. Be confident, never be able to be like, we are like, if the main thing that this, as I told you, so many things that make people unconfident related to the main, understand or knowing about the topic, or sometimes they are not aware of how to speak like that. So first thing is, if you have the opportunity to understand them, which means if you already got the topic, prepare it very thoroughly, and then only you, sometimes you must need to memorize it, because sometimes memorizing and speaking is not a bad thing, but you can speak. And like that way, confidence is a very important thing. Improve your confidence mission. Let's see in the next video.